XQC and gambling, something that goes together like America and apple pie. You just can't separate the two. It's impossible. If XQC is going to be anywhere, there's got to be some gambling involved. And now over the years, now XQC has become under a lot of scrutiny because people believe that he's promoting gambling to his young and impressionable audience. He goes on to streams and he gambles big money, loses most of the time, and then of course, in classic streamer fashion, yeah, you go, gambling is bad, kids, don't do it. Meanwhile, everyone's like, oh my God, he's gambling so much money, it's crazy.
Look at all this money. Yeah. Don't do this right here.
Don't do what I'm doing right now, but watch it anyway. So what brought this video up is I saw a tweet from Kev here who had a screenshot and it said that XQC has wagered over $2 billion. $2 billion.
What?
$2 billion. $1 billion.
Oh my God, dude, I can't even fathom these numbers right now. I'm just like, hold on. It's commas. Yep, okay.
That amount of money doesn't even exist.
Wow.
And when you go through, people see this stuff like in the chats or even like in the replies, they're like, oh my God, whoa, money stacks, 2 billion, but makes chat rent out bikes for him. So I guess he was like traveling to let you can rent a bike for him or something.
Oh, wow.
The thing that you got to remember is that XQC signed a contract with Kick.
Okay.
And it was like a $100 million deal or something ridiculous like that, which no one's ever seen the contract or anything. I don't know if it's true. Aiden Ross is on Kick, and like half the stuff he says he's lying about, but somehow it makes anyway, because that's just how streaming works. If you're going to be a successful streamer, once they introduced the clip system, it seems like all you do on stream is you stream for like 8 hours straight, but then try to create clippable moments where something crazy happens, or you have like a bad take, or you get punched by someone and everyone watches it, everyone shares it because like, oh my God, and they go watch the stream. We can go to, these are like, this is on Kick. These are just like the best from the last 30 days. We got Johnny Somali. He's getting arrested down here. He's streaming himself getting put in cuffs, and he's back here, he's just cheesing about it.
Wow.
This is great content because he doesn't care if he gets banned from Japan for life. He just knows his content. He wants people to watch. And I'm not even clicking on that one right there. I don't even want to know what oops is.
Right. Yeah. Oops.
Wow, there's a lot of fighting and stuff. It's like reality TV almost. It's like the new reality TV.
And that stuff was awful then. Imagine how much more awful this non-scripted, you have to wait around for it, content is, you know what I mean?
Speaking of gambling, XQC's up here, one of the top views, and he's like I guess he's playing whatever, what do they got out now? Is it CS2?
Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Is it Go?
I think they got a new one. I don't know. I don't keep up with it because, I suck at first-person shooters now. But anyways, he's opening up boxes and he's getting stuff, and there's 85,000 people that is watching him open up boxes, and I guess they're worth money and everything. And so this gambling is everywhere. Not only is gambling everywhere, but also don't forget that Kick is not invested in by Stake. The company Stake has no money into it, but co-founders of Stake are invested in Kick, right? So a very fancy way to say they're very much involved, but they're not, okay?
Right.
And so when you see stuff like that, you kind of gotta, what I always think of is like, he's wagered $2 billion. Is he using his own money, or do they just have like a fluff account to where he can just like spend whatever he wants and it doesn't affect his own money? And I think absolutely, because there's no way anybody is that dumb or that addicted to gambling, right? And would do it that much.
You place one of the ridiculous several $1 million bets and you win once. I mean, maybe you can just spend $2 billion.
You're right,
I don't know.
but don't gamble, kids.
Yeah.
And so you also got like Drake here. Drake went on Stake, and everybody's talking about how he bets $850,000 that Logan Paul would win by KO, and his estimated payout is like $1 million and something. It's not even like 1-to-1. It's something else. But people don't seem to be able to. They don't know whether or not Drake won or not. Like I see news articles that are like, like right here, Drake loses $850K bet on Logan Paul. And then the next one is like, why Drake won incredible $1 million, like the same day. Like nobody knows. Nobody knows. But then if I go to stake.com, well, stake isn't available in my region because I live in Australia and,
there's rules against things, all right?
Yeah. But right here on the front page, you got Stake and Drake.
Wow.
Right there. Do you think that they're able to put Drake on their front page for free? That he's not like being paid somehow?
Right.
So is his bet even real, or is it just another way to get people to look? Which, if it is a promotion, I have to put #ad on stuff when I do stuff like that, or I get in trouble. But I mean, I guess, Drake can do whatever he wants to, or maybe it is his money, or maybe, but that's like what I'm getting at is nobody knows if he won or not, because I don't know if like Stake doesn't want it to be bad publicity. Like, oh, he lost, so you shouldn't gamble. No, they don't want that. That would be bad. Now, this is all alleged stuff. I don't know any of this. I'm just like looking at it and just like what I feel like any sane person that actually just kind of looks at what's in front of them would think. And so maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe XQC is taking his own money and he's risked $2 billion. He has less than a 10% win rate, which I've made a tweet about this. I was like, the dude's got to be addicted. He's made 872,000 bets since 2001 when this account was created. He's won less than 10%. But here's a clip of why that number exists. This is that juicy content right here. $300 bets every time he hits the button.
Really? What is he hit? What is he even doing?
I don't know. He started with that clip started with 70,000, and by the end of it, he had 60,000. So I guess he's doing good. But it's even like when you just like watch his face, like it's very obvious. Like it's not about the money. Does he just have so much money that he doesn't care? Maybe,
yeah. I don't know.
That's what it is. But it's definitely about the content, because he's like looking over at chat and he like starts smirking when everyone's like starting calling him an addict and everything like that. He loves it. I mean, he probably, if he's watching this video, he probably loves this video. I'm talking about him.
We should place a bet to see whether or not he loves the video or not.
Yeah.
On Stake.
Dude, it's like every time I see like an interview where anyone's like questioning him or trying to like figure out like what is going on, or like why they try to explain to him why they think it's bad, it's always like the dumbest conversations I've ever seen. I like watch like H3, like Ethan's like, hey, do you think that this is bad? Next, he's like, no. Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, my take is gambling's bad. Okay. 2 years ago, I remember people being like, bad. But now it's just like the people that are down with it are louder, which creates more interest in other people. And, this is probably this like Kick and XQC and Drake or whatever, Stake is probably killing him.
I wonder if XQC has gambled over $2 billion. I wonder what that number would look like for Drake, because this man has had 13 number one hits or number one selling albums. I heard that this morning on the radio. I'm driving down the road. Drake, another album, number one, 13. Like, Jesus, dude.
Dude, so I see the things about like Drake checking people. They don't like his new album, and he's like telling them they're not gangster or whatever like that. You remember where Drake came from, right?
Degrassi,
he's in the wheelchair rolling
Jimmy.
up.
That's always Jimmy.
Thanks.
I guess you could be anything you want if you're rich enough, to be honest.
Fair,
so whatever.
fair.
You just keep echoing the same stuff, and eventually people start catching on to it. Much like gambling, people are going to keep saying that gambling's okay until everyone's addicted. But everyone's got addiction problems anyway. Apparently, drug use in America is like higher than it's ever been before. I saw a statistic yesterday about how, as far as drug use goes, America's like the number one per capita, and I don't doubt it
at all.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt none of that.
So whatever, if it's entertaining to you, enjoy it. Whatever. Is it hurting people? Gambling addiction's a real thing. Promoting it to get your bag, I guess, but at the same time, screw you. All right, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Stay toasted, my friends. I love you. You'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Commas. Yep. Okay.